That's just a blanket. Thought you already went live today, Cory. Well, I did. But now, I had a, we'll just assemble the tribe. Who wants story time? You know, we're working with freedom, free will, autonomy, and sovereignty, but we're gonna call forward the family. Who wants to play story time with Cory? I was actually just outside, kind of like meditating and kind of just like being at peace and being in stillness. And hello. Hi, Karina. Oh my gosh. Hi. I was outside and this light being showed up. Like it was like a light pod showed up, and a light being came up and they said, "We have an angel that wants to talk to you." I was like, okay. So this angel came up and it said, "We want you to do readings. We want you to just go live, do story time with Cory, and just do it." And I'm like, okay, alrighty. So following spirit. Yay! Hi, Dorothy. How are you? So there's something weaving. You know, I've learned now when the messages are coming through to use my discernment with the messages that are coming through. And it was very apparent that this was a light pod or a light ship that showed up. And this being came and said, "We want you to do story time with Cory." So it's for a reason. As always, use your discernment, right? So we just want to start out with a morning prayer to say thank you everyone for being here as we set the space and we set the stage here in divine neutrality. I want to gift ourselves the opportunity to just be a divine witness of this message and to receive whatever it is that we need to receive, right? So as we open up our body, mind, field, and space to receive this higher light, we're going to activate our deep faith and deep trust in source consciousness, and we're just going to abide by faith, stay with faith in this stillness. I want to call in the highest form of love and truth and clarity as we just reset this energetic container and set sacred space now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, so we are gonna we're just gonna do story time. We're just gonna let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Thank you guys for coming in. The stories, if they resonate, smash the like button. Smash that like button. We're just gonna pull through some messages for the collective who wants to come forward. So if you've ever been a part of story time, I've only done it one time where it's like just like pull cards and all of a sudden we start to unravel stories. So it might be for you, it might be collective, right? But it wanted to come forward. So thank you guys for being here. We're gonna start out with Sacred Spirit. Asukantera. I haven't opened up Sacred Spirit in a while. This is a very powerful deck. I'm out of sage. I'm out of sage sticks. I'm out of Palo Santo too. I've got frankincense, but not a lot of frankincense. Alright, so what is the story that's coming through? What story is coming through right now? Oh, spirit messages. Observe limitations. So we're speaking of someone right now who is currently trying to take flight but is recognizing their own initiation into this new pathway. There is freedom for the bird here. Freedom for the bird. But there's freedom and stillness. As this message is coming through, freedom and stillness is a very big requirement for you. A part of this initiation is requiring you to just settle down. It'll all be clear. Okay, it'll be clear. It'll be clear. You'll know. But when it comes to initiations, our perceived limitations are that which we believe and hold to be true. And this is where letting go is an important part of the process. So if you're going through a perceived struggle or a limitation or doubt, right, it's about coming into a place of stillness and breathing with that space within you. Okay, breathing within that space within you. We're going to go to Muse deck. Muse wants to come through for this message. So there is a message for someone of observing their own limitations. So we don't want to attach to the limitation. We want to take a step back and go, all right, now that I'm in this observational point awareness, what are my perceived limitations, right? Because what you have to go through is what you have to grow through, guys. What you go through is what you grow through. Jen, actually, really quickly to separate from the message really quick, I had a light pod show up outside. I had a giant like holographic tube come through, and I saw this light body being dropped through, and it came right up to me and is like, "We need you to do stories." And I was like, "Okay, alrighty, I will. I'm fine. I'm not doing anything today. I'm just relaxing." And so they just wanted me to show up for the collective and do story time. So back to the message. Perceived limitations. The observation of limitations are going to gift you an opportunity to be able to discover that which you hold true within your life. Now, true. What you hold true is what you believe or perceive to be true. And as a result, that is what is creating the functioning of your reality. So it's the perception of truth. And so, can you allow truth to bend, fold, flow, switch, and move and dance, right? Because if you have fixed limitations or perceived fixed limitations, that can create stuckness in the reality. So sometimes there's pressure points where we have to push through, like we kind of have to get our sledgehammer out and knock down the wall. Sometimes we just have to let the wall fall. This is one where you're being asked to allow the walls to fall gently and kindly. It's a place of surrender. Yeah, eight of emotions. There's a portal or a pass through point, right? This is that 40 days purification. If you're feeling isolated or alone, it's very much so a place of observation of who you are, but it is a portal. It is a squeeze through point. It is something that is occurring for you on your journey moving forward. This portal is a way inward with the six of emotions. This portal is the truth of your divine child, right? So as you might observe this as something above you or outside of you, it's actually something existing within, and it's a waypoint for you to shift into allowing the child to be free with the six of emotions, right? There's something about this where we feel like we've in adulthood, right, that we've lost the essence of play, right, and we hold this portal and gate open within ourselves. So this portal and this gateway into the inner child is not only one for yourself, but it's one for others. It's the expression and freedom of the child, the expression and the freedom of the child. With this tire swing here, there's something where you feel like you might be held up by an old routine, right? This whoever this individual is, you might feel like you're being held up by an old belief system or an old routine, and you just want to play. Here's the thing. Let's keep it really simple. Just go play. Just go play. Get the body moving into play. Do what you can. Dance. Scream it out, right? If this is coming through and your sacred rage is burning, start screaming. Hit a pillow. Let out all the anger and aggression that's blocking that, because the future of you and the future of humanity rests within this essence that you are currently co-creating with yourself. Okay? So if you got to scream, if you got to feel, if you've got to dance, if you've got to go out into the forest and run around, or have a nap, have a snack, do what you can to be able to shift out and move into this energy of play. It's a portal. It's a portal within you into a whole nother world. And since we are speaking of emotions here, it's an oceanic realm, right? It's the watery realms. It's the watery realms, right? And that dive deep is something that we go through to unlock and to up level our own reality and to up level our own lives. Yeah. Five of voices. It feels like there's a collective argument that's occurring with you. Are you seeing the gift within this, right? There is a spark of inspiration within this. Transmutation, alchemy, right? It's like, do you perceive this and witness this from the place with your defenses up or your defenses down, right? There is a collective arrangement of this that's occurring where a lot of people are feeling this, but the inspiration, the spark, is that we create that spark. So you being the spark of divinity, you being the essence of soul, you being the teacher, right? You being the way shower, is that you have an opportunity to ignite this within yourself, right? And as you ignite it within, as it ignites without, and as it goes through and ripples out through humanity, 100 monkey effect, right? So this is almost like a collective struggle or a collective narrative that's being blown through right now. What's being asked is, can you see this as a miracle? Miracle consciousness, sometimes this has been upsetting me as well, right? Is I witness miracle consciousness in my own life and I go, how is this a miracle? Well, I've had things that have happened in my life, right? Points of subjugation and wounds and traumas that led me to right here, right? It was actually preparing me for my destiny. It was preparing me for my pathway. This whole time, every scenario and situation that I was put through was an initiation point for me to discover more self-love and more harmony. right? More balance and more faith. And so, can you see that what is occurring collectively and what you're seeing in your own life as a narrative is actually an invitation or an initiation to step beyond your limitation, right? It's the grow up, the glow up by going up, right? So, it's very much so in the resemblance point that this is a collective narrative, right? But we can step beyond it because once again, it's a perception. It's just a perception. But we also have to harmonize with our own divine child to shift that perception and to shift that narrative. Can you see yourself as beautiful just as you are? I am almost seeing this five of voices as someone in the mirror who's scratching their own eyes out. It's like they can't even see themselves in the own reflection, right? Nature's going to help you. If you keep identifying yourself by like consumerism belief structures or comparisons that you see in the media, right? Especially in regards to womanhood and what it is meaning being beautiful. Like if you keep your eyes set on Vogue, keep your eyes set on MTV and all that stuff and keep making those comparisons about what beauty is to you, you're still resembling the quality of a cultural belief system and a cultural template of beauty. And so the invitation point here is to seek your own beauty from within and being able to actually like almost like make love with yourself in the mirror. Like, and I don't mean that literally, right? Like, I'm not trying to get distorted or disgusting here, but it's like, can you stop picking out your own eyeballs for a second and fucking nurture the person in the mirror, right? Nurture who you are in the mirror. Stop threatening yourself. Stop degrading yourself. Do you see how beautiful you really are, right? Do you see the hope within those eyes that you're looking right into, right? With mirror work, you can gaze into your own soul. You can sense the pain. In relationships, same thing. Eye gazing. It's a really good way to transmute. It's a good way to transmute pain within a relationship and within a partnership by having eye contact, right? Eye contact, the mirrors, the windows of the soul, right? Being able to see to see what's really coming in through that reflection. Can you look into your own eyes? I invite you to do, whoever this is for, this collective message is to like look at yourself deep in the eyes and just don't stop looking until you feel what you gotta feel. It's a good way to practice looking within. And then we can all get to the point where we close our eyes and we go within and we feel what's going on. But I feel like this mirror work and this eye gaze work is going to be perfect because right here we have the olive branch, right? We have the gift from the divine. Can you see that you are the gift? Can you witness yourself as the miracle? Can you witness yourself as the spark of creation? Can you see that the future of humanity and the future of our children and the future of all these beautiful crystalline temples that are being built right now are held within you? Can you see that you are the freedom, that you are the love, that you are the hope? Right? Now, if we were to begin to witness that, right? If we were to be able to witness that, how would we treat ourselves better? Kindness goes a long way, guys. Kindness with self goes a long way. Kindness with self goes a long way. There's also, multiple versions of you that are coming forward right now to help you to express what this kind heart is and what this kind revelation is. Because with the three individuals here, it almost feels like separation, like three different versions all showing up, which is the multidimensional version of you. It's like, can we bring them all into the heart? There's this energy of wanting to take all of these versions of you and bring them into the heart and bless them and honor them and thank them for being here. Right? We all have an angel on our shoulder, and we all have the devil. We have the white wolf and the dark wolf. Can you bring them both to merge into the heart and say, I love this place within me? And I don't have to feed one or the other. As they unify with self and they unify and belong back to me, I can be here with them. I can embrace them and love them equally. Right? It's a balance point. It's a balance point. So we have to, when we're taking our swimming lessons, we need swimming trunks. Right? Remember as a kid, if you ever played in the pool, you had the water wings, right? Sometimes we need water wings to stay afloat, and it's okay. If you can't dive, it's okay, right? We all need to catch breath. We all need to come up for air, right? But what we're remembering is how to float within the resistance. Okay, so if you see that in the oceanic realms, right, if you keep fighting the current and fighting the waves keep tumbling, right? So we surrender. We just go with the flow. A lot of surrendering to the flow and to the divine tide, right, is that we allow the waters to take us where they're supposed to take us. And so the thing is that a lot of this, especially when we dealt with misuse of power, when we've dealt with a whole lot of different control mechanisms, is that we want to keep controlling because what we're actually doing is we're fighting flow. But when we surrender and just kind of lean back into the waves of change, right? We create a new current flow, right? We don't have to belittle ourselves for wanting to be that. We can just float with the waters of the divine and allow source to carry us. You know, lights will guide you home. It's just surrendering to the light, which is just surrendering to you. Surrender to the light, surrender to the you, right? And so the thing is, though, is that as we are working with our multidimensionality and we're merging all these versions of ourselves together back into the form, back into the suit, we're being asked right now to also take those moments to rest and to surrender, right? Because they are helping us with the co-creative endeavor right now. They are helping us with co-creation. So surrender fully. It's all going to be okay. Surrender fully. It's all going to be okay. Thank you. Hi, Galactic Fam. Hi, guys. Okay. So there was a little message for somebody out there. Surrender to flow, surrender to flow, surrender to flow. Oh, man, surrender to flow. I think we're going to go into the wild unknown or light seers. That was the muse. That was a muse. The muse! Alrighty. I argue with myself a lot. When it comes to the argumentative approach, sometimes that's how we're able to come into clarity. But I find peaceful neutrality is the best way to stay afloat during these times. So a part of this is we have polar opposites, positive and negative ions. They can have a magnetic effect, right? We want to bring both of those versions with us into stillness and invite in the infinity symbol. So as we bring in the infinity symbol, what we're doing is we're allowing these two polar versions of ourselves, or two splits, right, to come in and to meet with love, right? So it's like kind of allowing the masculine and feminine to come in and to give each other a kiss again. Especially if there's been feud amongst civilizations, remembrance pieces. It's about having sacred marriage with all of you again. Right? So what does that mean to bring things into sacred marriage? It's creating a shift within yourself to finally love all versions of you again, like to fully step into the pathway of self-love, right? And most misuse of our power structures occur when there's a separation or a dissonance between our polarities, right? Because if I insert a negative polarity or a positive polarity, each one can create a tug pull or sway, right? Can start to push us or pull us into any different direction. And so a part of our the way of showing ourselves self-love again is when we dissolve the polarity has no pull, right? That density doesn't have, there's no magnetism on that density. So this will even happen with quantum biology, where certain chemical structures will be ignited when you meet certain people or you see something, right? So like if you're watching a television and you see a car accident happen, right, your mirror neurons are going to trigger off and are going to click in and something's going to come in for you, right? And so a part of us as being the observational witness is, can we hold neutrality through that which we witness? But if it does bring up a polarized charge, that's because that polarized charge still exists within you, which we would call a trigger, and we need to dissolve the button fully. That's how we move forward. So a part of ourselves in our shift in consciousness in these shifts is that when our internal systems feel that trigger or feel that pull is to recognize, where am I still allowing myself to be swayed? Because mastery is the neutrality within this. We don't get caught in the undertow. We don't get, there's no high vibrational pathway, none of that. It's just, you're just here in stillness. It's pure presence. We're not looking at high vibe, low vibe. It's just you in mastery, which is immovable, ineffable, unswayable. But a lot of that too is that you have to find your truth within that. You have to find your truth in that. What is your truth? What is your truth? What is your hope? Hope, faith, love. What is it for you? Okay. Clear that one off. All right, we have another story. What story? What's the story, Morning Glory? It's a really good album by Oasis, by the way. Really good album. What's the story, Morning Glory? I like Oasis. That was the album that had Wonderwall in it. Wonderwall and Champagne Supernova. Yep, Champagne Supernova, which is an amazing song. Oh my gosh, I wish that I had a way to listen to music right now, because I want to hear Champagne Supernova right now. Such a good song. Alright, so what story wants to come through? Oh, we got little purple fairies showing up. Yeah, little sparks. Hi, fairies. Yeah, Champagne Supernova is a great song. All right, what story wants to come forward? Who wants a story? You can come forward and we can share your story. One at a time, please. Single file line. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, what story wants to come through for you? Ooh. Interesting. Eight of Cups, Son of Swords. Gosh, like, so I want to read it traditional, but I kind of want to read it esoterically too, and it's almost like I don't want to know. I don't. It's almost like knowing that something's going to come in and disrupt your reality. Knowing that's coming, it's like this is the sound that broke the glass, right? So we could almost see this as a war cry or a clarion call. I'm thinking of like supersonic frequencies, right? Like, you know how you can hit that note that breaks the glass, like, and then you'd be able to shatter glass. There is some sort of clarity or truth that's coming through that is basically, it's shattering your own glass ceiling. It's shattering your glass house. With Son of Swords, it's coming in quick. Something's coming in to shatter your illusion. It's coming in to shatter your illusion. But with the Six of Wands, it's a rise up frequency. This is shattering this limitation to gift you the opportunity to fly. Break down, break open, break through. It's the christening, right? This is the welcoming in, right? You don't have to dodge these frequencies. You don't have to dodge this truth, because it's for you. So whoever is for this, is that this truth or clarity is needed, and it's coming in quickly. It's almost painless in the approach. It's painless in the approach, but it's helping you to rise up. Like, it's almost like these cups are the sticks that were keeping the butterfly trapped. So the illusion that's disassembling right now is actually gifting you the opportunity to fly. So this is your story of freedom. Whoever this is for, this is your story of freedom right now. Let's talk about this story of freedom. Yeah, this story of freedom is where you've been blocked up in how you're currently being detached from your current situation. Ten of Wands, we're releasing. Ten of Wands, Five of Swords, you're releasing the burden that you've been carrying. You're being cut out. Okay, so it's interesting because since you're being cut out, right, from this alleged victim tale that you're in, you're being cut out so you can fly free. This is very divinely guided, very divinely protected with the Four of Swords. Like, this is coming through for a reason. It's because it's coming from the light. You see how the swords are dark, but it's light right here? This is the frequency that's illuminating you. This is almost like awakening the Christ child within you. It's awakening the Christ child within you. It's got this energy of no more locked doors, right? This energy that is shifting within you is actually removing defenses within your own life. It's removing guards, because those guards have been blocks and limitations for you. Okay. So the reason that these guards are like, so a lot of people hold guards and they're like, I got a guard, I got a shield, I got a, it almost seems like your shield is blocking you from receiving the love that you deserve. So your defenses need to go down so you can receive. You don't need to be protected anymore. You see what I mean? You don't have to be protected anymore. It's almost like you're being broken open. You're being broken open. Being broken open right now. Yeah, being broken open. It's because it's time to see things in a new way. Okay? Nine of Swords. You have to see things in a new way. Because there's something that needs to come into balance about your night and your light side. And what you're zeroing in is on your unique tail. It's almost got the energy of the ugly duckling. Whenever I see the black swan, I think of the ugly duckling, and it's like, as a result of that, you have put yourself into a place of separating yourself from other people. You created isolation, you created loneliness because you perceived yourself as different from others, right? Whether you're a shade of black or you're a shade of white. As we bring those into balance, you're going to find more commonality between other people. Because we're speaking of a unity project here. It's unified. So since it's unified, you cannot be separate from the all. But what you're doing is you're zeroing in on your unique ability to perceive yourself in a way that's beautiful. So the illusion that is shattering right now is the illusion that you are separate then, and you're awakening to that you are connected, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, we have the storylines of the tree, right? So as the tree grows and evolves, there's a storyline. We have this kind of like Akashic record and this Akashic knowing. Your difference, right, matters. You, in this difference or in this separation, it's actually a unique perspective that you hold, right? New eyes to see, something to perceive. And it's interesting how the cats are looking back. I feel like it's because the eyes in the past are not on the eyes forward in your unique ability to perceive yourself in this new way. If you keep looking back and keep surrounding yourself with people that represent who you were 10 weeks ago or 10 years ago, you're not gifting yourself to show up with who you are right now. This is someone who's been living in the past. And so, yeah, your past is being cut out and removed from your life, not because you're a victim, it's because you're unique right now. Father of Cups, right? Ineffable object. There's something in your masculine energetics that requires a lot of love, but to show up as love, not to show up as fight. So it's no more discord, coming to a place of peace and surrender. But just as every, so the value of the tree, if you look at every ring of the tree as it grows and evolves, each one tells a story. Each one is an Akashic imprint. Every imprint holds the truth and the clarity. So then the thing is, too, is if we were to go to the center when it was still a youthful tree, or expand all the way to the edge of the universe, which rung of the ladder are you perceiving yourself to be on? Which ring on the tree are you perceiving yourself to be? Are you in the youthful presence? Are you still in the maturation? Or are you fully expanded into the value point of who you are as the eternal you in the universe? Right? So it's really about, like, as we zoom out, right, as we take a zoom out, we can witness all rings of the tree that are coexisting, and that they're all a part of the beautiful story, but you can also amplify and zero in on one of those rings as well. So are you highlighting and focusing on a distortion, right, from that, or have you taken the wisdom and the lesson from the experience, extrapolated it, and embodied that and turned that into action so you could harmonize with the wisdom so the lesson can end? These walls, or these perceived walls, or these perceived limitations, are gifting you an opportunity to let your guard down and to let in a new version of you. It's almost like there's angels at your door right now and they're knocking in going, come on, let us in. And you're perceiving them a certain way because of past perceptions, past eyes, past lies. So the past eyes, the past lies are affecting the present moment. So as we completely disassemble that, what can we awaken to this new birth, this new earth, this new humanity, this new vision of how you are seeing the world? Glass half full, glass half empty. Once again, the truth, right? Center point. Are you seeing in the light? Are you seeing in the dark? Or are you seeing balanced in center, right? The clarity that you perceive and you hold is within the yin yang, right? If you're too yin, you're one way. You're too yang, another way. You're bringing things into balance, right? So a part of this is that's the sway or the pull that creates the collective current. And as we're stabilizing, we come back to center. Speaking of coming back to center, it was Marissa from Divine DNA Blueprint just put up a video on how to center within 2 minutes, and it's a breathwork video. Go check that out. This is about centering right now as you're going through this experience. I'm seeing it. Center yourself and ground into the form. Breathe underneath the belly button. This is what was guided to me. Diaphragmatic breathing. Come back to the center. Return here. All right. Stabilize. Because you have a very unique version of you, a very unique expressive version that you always saw yourself as different because you were the black sheep of the family, which a lot of us have as starseeds and as indigos and as the strange children, right? But like your unique expression is perfect for you because you hold something very valuable. You hold a key code in that unique expression. Yeah, you are that spark, right? This is a reclamation of who you are. You are the rainbow. Whether you see yourself in these shades or you see yourself in these shades, you are the rainbow, right? You are the spark, right? And so your youthful innocence, the daughter of pentacles, it's casting out a lot of lies out of your circle. You're the flame that ignites the world. And the reason why why the universe wants you to be with others right now is because your matchstick, when it lights up other people's as well, which means that you ignite their source spark. But the more that your defenses are up, the more you're not able to spark up other people's lives. And so we need those defenses down so you can come in and ignite people with the light. Yeah. Judgment of character. Are you judging your own character or other people's character? Are you in denial of who you are? I know it hurts. Right? But judgment's okay. We can purify all of that judgment now and invite in a new belief system. You can recode that entire reality to no longer perceive, witness, or judge other people, especially if it has to do with masculine energies, if it has to do with what you did wrong in the past. It's, it doesn't matter about what you did yesterday. It's about what you're doing today to shift your perception. I don't give a fuck what you did yesterday. I don't give a fuck who you were yesterday. What are you doing today to correct that? What are you doing for yourself today to allow in yourself to be beautiful and loved just as you are? Whether you're gang or you're apocalypto, right? Can you see yourself as loved? Because once again, if you're acting from a place of torture or an old belief system or an old wound, you're gifting yourself an opportunity to keep reenacting that story. Do you really want to be a Civil War reenactor your entire life? If you want to, cool, good, you can. You can. You have that opportunity. You have freedom, free will, autonomy, and sovereignty. Beautiful. But like, those times are done. Why would we want to keep looping those scenarios? I'm actually seeing like a Civil War reenactment playing out over and over and over and over again. It's like an echo imprint. It just loops like a record, right? But the song never changes, right? The song remains the same. Led Zeppelin, come on now. It's a broken record, right? You don't have to be violent with yourself anymore. Whoever this is that I'm tuning into, you just don't have to be violent with yourself anymore. You can let that all go right now. You can let the violence go. You can let the torture go. You can stop torturing your soul and other people's souls. Bye bye, birdie. Right? Freedom is yours. Freedom is yours. Yeah, especially in regards to social injustice and social equality. Not everyone wants justice. Not everyone wants equality. And that one is going to be that rhythm and rhyme and scheme is one that I have not quite harmonized or played with yet, but maybe someone else will unlock that. Not my key. Not my key. Really interesting. Wow. Yeah, yeah, place in the universe, beautiful. Hi everybody. Hi, 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 hi. Okay. Let's go. Pareceti ako kanata toro. Ooh, it's getting hot. It's getting hot. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We go to Lightseers. We're gonna play Lightseers deck. What's the story for today? Dog show. Freedom for the dogs, though. Definitely freedom for the dogs. Freedom for the dogs. Freedom for the dogs. What messages want to come forward? What story? What story are we working with right now? Ooh, it's a story of home. It's a story of celebration. It's a story of community. So we have a story coming through of community. It's a journey of celebration, which is nice. Yay! We're going on the lighter end of things. Story of celebration with the Four of Wands. Yeah, it's about, man, it's a story of your clarity. It's a story of your own reflection. For some of you might be a Libra. But either way, it's a story of your own reflection. And how you're here to disassemble things in the world. This is almost like you seeing how you have the ability to embody the Phoenix and how your energy can really facilitate in deconstructing realities, right? And it's occurring because of your cosmic senses. You're weaving light into the world by being able to pull down certain frequencies and to bring them in, because you recognize these frequencies haven't been found here on planet Earth. Again, so you might be a portal, a gatekeeper, a grid keeper. Either way, you're pulling down the cosmos into your reality and you're helping to restore balance. The tendencies of wanting to be deconstructive, right, aren't coming from a place of ego. It's recognizing that you're here to shatter an illusion, like you're a disruptor. Like you're just here to shatter an illusion, which is a part of your role. It's a part of your role. Yeah, because you recognize you're here to restore balance. All right. But you're also doing this because the pendulum is now swinging in your favor and you want the momentum to move forward. So as a result, you're deconstructing or obliterating these sequences, right? Because you're recognizing that it's your time to move and you want to move. And gosh darn it, I just want to be silly and hang out with my friends and dance in my underwear, right? Like, this is like, I just want to be with my people. I just want to chill. I want to dance. I want to play. I want to sing. I'm so done with the rest of this stuff, right? Yeah. You're creating movement right now. This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something's affecting you right now in the heart. Whoever this is, something is affecting you. But you're creating movement, right? Freedom creates opportunity to flow with movement and momentum. But with the Justice card and how she sees herself in the reflection, we're back to that mirror work. How are you witnessing your own perspective and your own reflection? Are you seeing yourself with dark eyes or light eyes, or a balance of both? Right. So like when my angel wings, when I was able to see my angel wings, one of them was black and one of them was white. Right. So as a result, which wing am I going to look at? Balanced perspective, balanced narrative, balanced initiation. You're finding eternal balance. You're recognizing the law of one, cosmic orchestration. This is someone who's very much so in an initiation of what spiritual law is. So some of you might be a spiritual lawyer, right? You might have the ability to bring things into balance. You might have the opportunity to do that, right? This is an initiation for someone into some sort of cosmic law. The law of one mission, right? Yeah, we don't, there's something about pulling on the alignments that I want to talk about with the star here. There's something about tethering and pulling the alignments. You're creating movement and you're creating motion, but are you meant to pull on the alignments or align to the alignments? Are you meant to pull on the alignments, or are you meant to allow the alignments to flow and you just balance in neutrality with the alignments? So for instance, I have met, it draws me to a medicine man that I met recently out in Sedona. And he was talking about weather and embodying the elements for weather. And they dance and they pray for rain and they're praying for storms. But he says that when it shows up, we don't command the weather, we flow with the weather, which is a very different perspective, right? Because sometimes with command, people think that they have that being a commander, that they have the ability to control, which is not the case. We're just working with the elemental structures here. Either way, you're creating movement. You're creating movement, you're creating shifts because you recognize that it's time to move. Yeah. King of Swords. You're moving towards the masculine. King of Swords. It's like it's like this motion is taking you to a land that you haven't seen before, or perspective. It's to a new height. It's a pinnacle moment for you. It's a moment of opportunity. You know, there's dragons, there's owls here. It's like this is how you're moving to the top. Recognizing that there's like, if we were to see a mountain, there's these perceived limitations or obstacles. You're here dissolving the obstacles so you can get to this perspective or this viewpoint. It's a place of empowerment and deep connectivity with the crow, the dragon, the owl. Might have a lot of bird within you, a lot of avian. Either way, you're looking for a new perspective. You're looking for a new height, a new endeavor, a new elevation. I'm hearing the song Such Great Heights by Iron and Wine. They'll see us waving from such great heights. You don't have to come down from your post. You can stay up there. Yeah, dragons, dragonflies, owls. There's something about the mountain air that's really important to you, especially with the air epoch. Mountain air, the element of air is very important to you, and especially since we have Justice Libra on the board, there is the tonality of air and how the air epoch is guiding the way for you to seek a new plateau or to a new revelation, a new truth, a new clarity. Yeah. With the World card here, this is a new opportunity that you want to open up for yourself right now. Is to meet at the Four of Wands, is to meet at the celebration. But you recognize there are things that still need to deconstruct from your reality to get to this place of celebration. Like, you know, the frequency of celebration is there, but you got to hold it long enough that all the other obliterates. You have to go, you got to stand firm in your hope. Stand firm in your hope, stand firm in your child. It's important right now. So as you're blazing this path and you're creating this trail for yourself, recognize the empowerment of you You're not losing anything. You're not losing anything. You're gaining. You're gifting opportunity. You're gifting yourself revelation. You're gifting yourself new perspective. You're gifting yourself freedom. You're gifting yourself victory. You're gifting yourself triumph. Can you see that the world's opening up for you through this? Oh yeah. See, you're it's time for you to bridge with your inner child. There's these memories from the past of a time and a place that exists within you that you're calling forward, and you're building that bridge back to what that childhood curiosity is. Because with the King of Swords, you don't want to get old and live without these memories. Like, it's almost recognizing that adulthood is kind of taking you far away from your own child. And so now you're trying to bridge that gap. So the structures that are disassembling right now are actually bridging you back to those hopeful memories. Right? You're receiving back a connection. It's a bridge to a world, to a reality that you've built, and it's with your child. You don't want to get old and gray and die alone. I can see that, because especially we have companionship here with the dog. This is someone that wants a companion, who doesn't want to dive alone on the journey. Right? Here's the bridge. Here's the white wolf and the night wolf. There's versions, right, that to build this bridge, you have to go down. You don't go up. You go down. Hi, Mel. Right. This bridge is found from within the oceanic realms. But you're bridging back to the child. It's like you got to go down and get your child out of hell, which is getting your child from the 3D systems, which is releasing all those stuck energies and stuck emotions. Yeah. Right. You're held and supported in this place. You're held and supported in this place with the 7 of Wands, right? The rainbow magic is kind of like, is going to lift you up out of this place. So do not fear having to go deep, right? Because the magic within you is going to help you to rise up out of it. It's a natural ebb and flow. It's like your light ship is taking you there. Your vehicle is taking you there. Your energetics, your Merkaba is taking you there. It's going to pull you out of it, right? So even though there's the perception of being alone on this journey, you're not alone, because you're actually building these bridges for your own children. Your own child. Okay? But remember, celebration is here. Celebration is here. Celebration's here. Right? But you have to hold that value of knowing that you will return to divine innocence. There's nothing anyone can do to stop that. Once the purification cycle starts, it's not going to stop. You have to keep choosing you as the divine innocent being. Right? Think about it. We're born in judgment. Judge, jury, executioner. Welcome to the political system. The only thing that's required of you is to just stop losing sleep over these things. Please do what you can to relax. You are divinely innocent. All right? You're divinely innocent. Celebrate God times. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking of vehicles, how's mine? It's here. I got it up to the store the other day to get propane. It still needs some work. When I was in Sedona, I had a guy that worked on it, and last minute, there was some drama that unfolded in Sedona, and basically, if you know Sedona, be mindful of what you do out there, because you're in a holographic reality that will spit you out if it needs to. And yeah, things got wrapped up really quickly. The police put up a post on my vehicle that said that they would tow it within 24 hours. It was just, I think it was people complaining and a bunch of versions of other things and other stories. So we had to wrap up fixing the radiator, and so it's still got a radiator leak. It still overheats, and so I can make it like 2 miles before it overheats. So I can get short distances, but I can't make it to the grocery store with it. I can't travel too far right now, so I gotta fix it. Gotta repair it still. So a lot of it's financial, and a lot of it's being able to do it. So that's that. To my vehicle, it's, I mean, inside it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, that's that with the vehicle. We'll be traveling soon, though. We will be traveling soon. There's a whole new story coming forward for Cory. Woo, boy. Woo, doggy. There's a whole new story. And once the reality catches up to it, I don't know where I'm going to be. Probably in the 56th dimension. It's a joke, by the way. It's a joke. It's a joke. All right. What sort of lessons does Cory have to be put through? Nope, we're not playing that game right now. We're not playing Russian roulette with cards. Turtle mode, 2 miles at a time. Exactly. 56 does equal 11. Super rig portal. This thing is a light ship. Yeah. This thing is a light ship. Especially at night when the dragons come through and start bumping things around. It's gnarly. Alright, so we're going to go into the Radiant Tarot. Radiant Tarot. What messages want to come forward? What is the story? What's the story? We're going to get into the story. What's the story? Man, dude, that Justice card just popping up everywhere. Justice, Justice, Justice everywhere. Just like staring me in the face. Justice and 2 of Cups. Uy. Mm-hmm. What's the story? Ooh, the story is of... This is a story of some sort of abundance. 9 of Pentacles. It's almost a completion. It's a story of completion, but it's one of how you... I don't like that word. But it's a story of prosperity. It's a story of prosperity and how you tap into that belief system. How you tap into that belief system. It's getting hot in here. There's dragons. Dragons and fire elementals everywhere. It's getting hot. Whew. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. Temperance. It's a story of how you alchemize polarity to bring in a prosperous new version of you forward. Oh, we're just going to start throwing cards now? 2 of Pentacles. There's a decision. There's a decision, there's a balance that needs to come in when it comes to transmuting this properties and finding what your prosperity is. There is a decision. Maybe there's something that you haven't kept up with or something that's been sitting within you all along and you have to make this choice. With the 2 of Pentacles, you have to make this choice if you want this to come forward. Yeah, but you don't want to choose this from 9 of Wands. You don't want to make this decision from a place of fear. You want to make this decision from a place of centeredness. So you recognize that your decisions in life cannot be made from a place of wounding or fear. You can't respond to it. You have to come to a place of neutrality and balance to make this decision. You recognize that the pursuit of happiness or the pursuit of prosperity, right? Whatever the 9 of Pentacles means to you is it's not about just acting. It's mindfully walking through the day and making sure that your decisions are aligned with love as love. And so if you feel indecisive, it's because also too is it's making sure that the decision is made from a place of neutrality, a place of love. Man, this Justice card, right? Yeah, you recognize that there's a balanced approach to this. There's that Justice card again. There's a balanced approach, and we're doing that. There's that 11. With that 11 number, you recognize there's a mastery key in doing this. Right. But also, too, a part of this is making sure that your decision, that you're weighing your options effectively. So when you review your journey, it's a part of you weigh things, right? It's also recognizing too, this is another initiation. It's a waypoint, okay? So it's a waypoint, just like Anubis, okay? So when you meet the gatekeeper, weighing your heart with a feather, right? Can your decisions also be from light? Are you choosing from a heavy heart or a light heart? I'm hearing the song Whole Heart by Griffin. Amazing artist, by the way. If you like EDM, you like dance, Griffin. Amazing and a very wonderful gentleman. Very nice person. Go check out Griffin. But I'm hearing the song Whole Heart by Griffin. And it's making sure that as you are choosing your new reality and your new vision, that the choice point is created from a place of whole heart and not half-hearted. For some of you, you recognize that you're coming into more clarity that you are whole just as you are, that you don't need another half, that your wholeness and your wellness is within from the oneness perspective. But you also recognize that there's a delicate balance, right? There's a delicate balance and there's purification cycles that need to go through. And so it's a part of welcoming this in. But it's also making sure that when you're making your decision, you're not choosing karma. You're not choosing old, you're choosing new. And this is why you're weighing your options, because you recognize prosperity actually lies within you. It's the heart of you. It's the heart of the soul. Huh? It's the soul that is creating that. Hi, B. How are you? It's the soul that's creating this opportunity for you. So you want to choose the soul. You want to choose the heart light. Choose the knowing and the clarity that your value lives within you and nothing outside of you. The high priestess. Yeah, you're trusting your intuition. You're making a choice to finally trust your intuition, to not listen to anything outside of you. It's a decision of knowing that everything is coming from within you and you have to go within to find it. You have to go within to settle these disagreements. You go within to settle these things. You got to go within to bring these scales of justice into balance. With so much energy of balance, it's you are the balance, right? But I love how the owl here is coexisting on the checkerboard, but her feet are more moved to the light squares. So a part of navigating her reality is she's navigating the reality as light, right? So we can have the balance point of the middle path, but it's the choice point that you are light, which could also be that you are love, and that your loving intention and your loving declarations are what are carrying you forward right now. It is a choice point of love. Even if it means that loving decision means that it's going to tip some karmic scales. Right? Because sometimes when you choose love, it doesn't mean that every opportunity is just going to be glorious. It's going to be an opportunity, but because you're making the choice from love, you recognize that universal balance will occur, and that loving place of softness and kindness is going to redirect trajectories for people, which means that if I make this decision, it will ripple out and affect others. But you recognize that that's a part of cosmic law and cosmic orchestration as well, coming back into the spiritual law. Oh my gosh. Yeah, three of cups. There's a co-creative endeavor that's coming through, and so the choice point is recognizing that this is a co-creative reality, that you are constantly in co-creation with a prosperous universe, that you are constantly in co-creation with the divine. You're also in a place of recognizing that this is a unified experience, but the unified starts with self and extends out into the reality. So as you are unifying with yourself and you're unifying with others, right, you're recognizing that everything is existing within you and belongs within you. You're also recognizing you don't want to get entangled in situations. There is a little bit of an energy of a cosmic or a karmic entanglement, recognizing, oh no, do I want to get entangled in other people's belief systems? But there's something about allowing Gaia to overtake you, because we're looking at vines here. And a lot of people, it's like, how do you view weeds, right? Like if you go out, are you killing the weeds in your lawn, or are you allowing them to be what they are? Because a lot of people have defenses against weeds, right? And have defenses against vines. And there's almost this energy of like allowing Gaia to overtake you from a place of nurturing. With all the pentacles here, it's almost like the elementals are weaving you into something, but it's not to trap you. It's almost creating a nest. I'm in this energy right now where the support systems and the support structures are holding me in a nest right now. And it's like my viewpoint can be that I'm in X, Y, or Z, or I'm in a very, very safe place, right? And Bubble Boy's been coming out, right? This is co-created though. It's co-created with others. It's co-created in the unified people, the unified field. Other people are going through this. Other people are going through this birthing. Other people are going through this sacred ceremony. Other people are going through this trial by fire. Yeah. Stop trash talking yourself. Stop trash talking yourself. Be kind to yourself, people. Be kind, be kind, be kind. Be kind. Because you're weaving this reality. You're weaving this endeavor, this prosperous pursuit. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. It's leading you to your vision and dream and everything you've ever wanted. Your 9 is a part of your 10. Right? So your ending is a part of your completion. It is a part of your journey and destiny to have this in your life. But you recognize that there is a way that you do it, and you do it by choosing different. By choosing love, or choosing neutrality, or choosing the child. You're the one that's making the choice. So anywhere that there's a place of indecision, right? Don't act or respond out of fear. Make sure that you are choosing from a place of love. And that as you are making these decisions, that you're celebrating every step of the journey. Right? There's no mistakes. Okay, there's no mistakes, but it's making sure that every mindful step is producing a new version of you. So when I'm going and I'm doing, am I doing from my highest, or am I doing it from my little place? Right? Am I acting from wound, or am I acting from love? Am I acting from soul, or am I acting from human? You deserve to have this. It's within you. It actually exists within you. But are you co-creating a reality where you can let this in? Or are you co-creating a reality that's entangling you in karma? Are you creating a reality that is serving your soul self? Are you compromising? Take a step back. Take a step back and wear your heart on your sleeve. Right? This is inside out. Who is it that you really want to be? What is it that you want to become? If you're eternal and you are infinite, what is that eternal you? What is that eternal you? What's been going on? Because I feel like the more you look into this mirror, the more you're going to see your 10 of Pentacles. The more that you look and perceive into your own mirror, you're going to see exactly what you're looking for. So, to summarize this story, everything you need is within you, and everything you're looking for is within you. End of story. Interesting. It got really quiet. How are we doing? There we go. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Much love to all of you. Yeah, that one was... Woo! It got toasty. Man, it got toasty. Woo! That one got to-ho-o-sty. Man. It's okay. Feel what you gotta feel. One thing guaranteed, in this space, you're gonna feel. Be the reed. Ooh. I see a saxophone. Let me see. I want to grab another deck. We're staying away from Odin and the 9 realms right now. We're gonna do Angel deck. Yay! Tasira ko sa kariya ko tago na ni wara kay. Okay. Stories for the collective. Ring my bell. I forget that guy's name, but I love him. He's a tarot reader, and he goes, and he rings his bell. Ring my bell. I don't know. I love his readings, though. I don't know his name. I can't think of his name right now, but he just popped in. Ring my bell. Sandura Kiamba. Yeah, is it JD? Good reader. I like his stuff. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm like, yeah, brother, that's right. He goes, I am protected. His prayers in the beginning. I'm like, yeah, brother, you're protected. No weapon formed against me spiritually or in the physical shall prosper. And he says it with such conviction. I'm just like, oh, like, yes. I love it. I love it. Just keep doing your thing, brother. JD, keep doing your thing. You're doing amazing. All right, close that one out. Alrighty. Love it. Okay, so what messages want to come forward? What's the story? What's the story, Morning Glory? Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. Yo, this is... Oh my gosh. Okay, so Jen, I've been trying to find Richie. Richie's Rainbow Ride. I've been trying to find Richie. I lost contact with Richie years ago. Him and Amber. So if anyone ever remembers Amber, Amber White, she did a lot of stuff. But I miss Richie too. I've actually watched his videos a few times and I've sent the bat signal out. I'm like, Richie, I'm trying to find you. Ah. I miss Richie too. I hope he's well. I miss Richie. Richie V. Richie V is a good boy. Good man. Alright, what messages want to come forward from the Angel Guide deck? What's the story today? Ooh, ease and grace. Intuition and downloads, opportunity and change. Yeah, you're opening up to a new vision. You're opening up to finally receive a shift in your reality. So this is a story of someone who's recognizing that it's time for them to open up to their skills, gifts, and abilities. Okay. I don't care. I do care. Ease and grace, intuition, downloads, opportunity, and change. I'm being pushed right now. Things are pushing me. It's about opening up to a new flow, a new sight, new sound to create opportunities. Like you're recognizing that it's time to open up to this new flow and to this new change. Oh man, it is hot today. Man, we got some fire coming through. Shit, man, it's hot. They're making me sweat. I might have to take a break and come back and finish up these readings because man, it is hot. It is hot, very hot. Boy. Man, dragons are bringing it in right now. The phoenix, the sun. Yeah, you're opening up to recognize that you have to create the choice to receive these downloads. You got to go within to go without. This is a very simple story. Two of Swords, the Hermit, the Hierophant, is you're recognizing that you have to go within to discover what it is, because these key codes that you hold are the clarion call that you need to sound out to humanity. There is a song within you. There is a key code, and you want to go within and discover what these key codes are. So what is this energy that's stopping you from going within? Because this is just someone that knows that they can create change, that they have the ability to shift, that they are powerful. But there's almost something stopping them from being able to go within. What's stopping you from going within, my dear one? What is blocking you from going within? The Empress and the Chariot. It was interesting because the beginning of the reading, I was feeling the feminine arm getting held. Your own feminine is getting in the way? Your own feminine is getting in the way? Your own feminine is getting in the way of being able to access this. How is that? How is your own feminine getting in the way of you being able to access your downloads, gifts, and abilities? Freedom in being. Find freedom in being. For who this is, you have to find freedom in the being states. A lot of this is there's a pursuit that's occurring where it's just going, right? Because you're running, and it's actually surrendering to being. There's freedom in being, there's movement in being. Hi, Ariel. Hi. Oh, hi, niece. You hold an important key, but you have to go into a being state. You have to slip into a being state. The being state is going to unlock her for you. Sound. Work with sound. Work with sound. Meditative music, chants, ohms. There's something that's going to help your body to relax. Also, you can ohm to yourself. Go om. Feel your cells vibrate. Because your cells vibrating are, there's a key code within that for you. Vibratory spin rate, skin cells, research. The list goes on and on. Whatever it is, you're operating under disguise right now. Remove the veil. Don't you know who you are? He's got some shit. Unlock. You've been undercover for a really long time. And no, it doesn't mean that you're an undercover cop or no. Patterns had an effect on you. The veil has had an effect on you. 3D has had an effect on you. Your DNA. You've been undercover for a while. It's time to take your mask off. Take your mask off. Take your mask off. Take your mask off. You gotta take your mask off. So who are you really? You're gonna find this interesting because I'm being drawn to the flower in the middle here, and it's like a part of this is you gotta find your beauty within you. But also too, I feel like things like floral essences are gonna help you. I almost feel like this is a message for me right now. So apologize. Floral essences will help you. There's something found in nature, something found in the garden, something found in flowers, eating plants that's gonna help you to unlock more. Okay? I won't. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing Dashboard Confessional. Who's listening to Screaming Infidelities? Your hair is everywhere. Screaming infidelities. Interesting. So yeah, you've got opportunities to shift and to change. You've got downloads, you've got access points, but you got to go within to find out what those are. No one's going to be able to do this for you. You have to do it. Right? And the angels are very much so enticing you right now. Like there's this angel that's kind of guiding you here. Follow them home. Follow them home. Follow them home. Follow them home. Also, for some of you, waterfalls. Waterfalls are going to help you. I'm seeing a waterfall here. Some of you, waterfalls. Waterfalls in nature are going to help you to find this meditative balance and to find what these downloads are. Okay? Okay. Yes, Rose and Ginseng. Hi, Stacy. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen Stacy in a while. Miss you, Stacy. Thought about you a few times recently. Hope you're doing well. Cool. No, I'm just flowing messages coming in. It's just story time. It's just story time. If someone wants a specific message, let me know. Yeah, I'm just flowing. I'm just like, whatever comes through. Yeah, waterfalls. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Psh, go chase waterfalls. Please go chase waterfalls. Yes. Yes. That's a good full moon ritual. Flowers, everything. Alright, guys. I'm going to take like I'm personally like heating up over here. I'm going to take a break and I'm going to come back in a little bit. I'll see what my universe says. But I'm going to take a break and pop back on, and we'll do storytime part 2 in a little bit. All right? Love you guys.